With Nevada emerging as a prominent manufacturing hub fueled by companies like Tesla and international game technology, it's important to understand the strategic ways in which businesses need to adapt and thrive in this evolving landscape. That's why President of the Atlas Network, Kareem Kaffouri, is joining me to discuss more. Good morning, Kareem.
Good morning. How are you doing? Thank you
I'm
so much for
doing
having me on this
wonderful.
great show.
Yes,
Appreciate
of
it.
course. Now, what are some of the key challenges businesses face when it comes to sourcing suppliers and components in this landscape?
Really, when it comes down to manufacturing, you need to look at five main areas or indicators, as we would call them. That really is materials, the output from the manufacturing process, the resources, as in the talent, the technology that's available, and then obviously the budget and costs. When you look across all of these different elements, that's when you really can determine whether you have a proper supply chain solution.
Now, could you elaborate on the concept of nearshoring and its implications for businesses considering relocating production ops to Nevada?
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at Nevada, there are definitely some great opportunities with regards to some tax incentives. You obviously have a reduction in tariffs because you're not doing international trade, you're having it within a domestic environment. So it serves the US market in a better way. It's probably a more automated process as well, where you may have certain levels of expertise for the local market that you may not have internationally. And then at the same time, it gives you an idea to have a real holistic idea of the entire landscape by having organizations, companies, and resources that are really in your backyard. This allows for additional levels of control and risk mitigation. So in this way, you have your thumb kind of pressed a little bit more firmly upon the supply chain process, which can be very complicated, especially when you add in international obstacles. So.
Now, we mentioned major players like Tesla and international game technology doing really well here in Nevada. So, how can smaller businesses really capitalize on the opportunities presented by this manufacturing boom?
Well, I think the key there is how can you be a part of a larger equation? So can you be, let's say, a component supplier, a group that could offer components to these larger entities, and then by that way benefiting from some levels of economy of conglomeration or economies of scale on a larger business. And then at the same time, too, we talked before about certain tax incentives and business incentives. These things can allow for real opportunities for smaller business to benefit and then grow and then service larger organizations, as you said, such as the Teslas or international game technology and several other large players that are growing within Nevada.
Well, given your expertise in supply chain management, what advice do you have for businesses looking to enhance their resilience in this space?
Yeah, I mean, this is really several different components that need to be considered. I would say, diversify for sure. You always have to plan ahead when it comes to manufacturing and supply chain. Anything and everything can and does go wrong. So appropriate risk mitigation is important. In line with that is having multiple suppliers, always looking for new suppliers because you don't want to have kind of a one-trick pony with regards to your production. Identifying any kind of bottlenecks in your process is very important as well, and that could be with regards to either the design or the materials or even the labor force itself. And then finally, you really want to look at sustainability. That's a key word these days in manufacturing, and ensuring that you have a full life cycle or something that has a recycling component to it that could really be able to assist you to enhance your growth and resilience within your space.
Well, with your consultancy's focus on sourcing products and components globally, how do you assist businesses in Nevada in identifying the right suppliers?
The key there is really an appropriate requirements analysis up front. You really have to understand what the needs and the goals and the focus is of those businesses to be able to adequately provide a proper solution. So you really have to kind of dig in deep at the beginning and understand what are the requirements for the production, where are their existing bottlenecks, what have been their nightmare stories in the past, and where you can offer enhancements of efficiency and capabilities and scale. So I would really say that it comes down to, good old-fashioned communication and having discussions that then lead to solutions that can remediate any kind of issues or enhance existing processes further.
Yeah, well, Kareem, thank you so much for joining us this morning. This has been really insightful.
Thank you so much for having me. I can't thank you enough, and I hope I can get a chance to see you in Nevada soon.
Yes, we hope so. Now, for more information, be sure to head to theatlasnetwork.com.